His chart is fake. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. So now, if you guys give me a minute here, I'm going to respond to the guy and say, you're completely wrong. This is false information, and I want you to actually give me an answer, because this is not an answer. So hold on.
That's gonna go in here too. I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian Mills.
It's wrong. Yep.
Italian dark side foot. Italian wife. Italian wife. Italian chill.
Yeah, this page is incorrect. Completely incorrect.
Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That would be ridiculous for me to claim. I'm a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then
this is
I'm
wrong.
Kind of European mix. And quite frankly, those people who make that shit up should be sued. They should be sued into oblivion. But I'm not a rich man, and I don't have the means to do it. You know, some of that stuff out there has been insanely damaging and messed up, the things they said about me and my family. That's completely false, and they have absolutely no factual corroboration for any of it.
Look at Mom.
Who? I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce. Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. Gifted a body that has a lot of shortcomings, okay? Bad back injury, a severely herniated gout. You oozing with grit. Most days look gout. Gout is a disease that makes you act like an ass. He's a racist. He's a sexist. He's a scammer. He's this. He's that. Yes, that's true. I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce. Stupid mouth drooler. Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce. Offensive. Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. It was like Phil's an embezzler, and Phil invests his money in terrorism, and Phil's a drug dealer. So I'm having a dream that basically people are saying every heinous kind of thing they could possibly say about me, but because of who I am, people believe it. I understand that people right now are so hyped to get the membership, and I'm very grateful for that. Thank you. But I hope that that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular, I don't know why you guys, okay, why are you laughing? Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Why are you laughing? Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day off, and you're gonna laugh? Oh, it's funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off, your one day off in the week when you're working full-time 6 days a week, that's funny, right? No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business.
This one's for all my baby. it's disappointing to me, and it's sad, but at the same time, you know, it just, once again, all the detractors, they said this was gonna happen, and they were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
No, fuck all that noise. Get you a bottle of gin from Total Wine. Fire up your TV. Drink your gin. Drink your gin. Consequences have actions, Pep. Here's what you gotta do. Drink your gin. Drink a Pepsi later on. Play your fucking WWE champions. Consequences have actions, Pep.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. Stop being a fucking victim. You fucking bitch. You fucking asshole. Own your shit. Own your shit. Own it. Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself, bitch?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
You're still on mission 1.
No, I'm not gonna let you lie. I know you're lying. I'm gonna pick on you. I know you're lying. Being dishonest and begging for money and people wanting justice. He is not a real person. He is not genuine. He is not honest. He's a scammer. I just see a scammer.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil.
I just see a scammer. Begging.
Like, we totally fucked him. Alright, I'm done. I'm done.
I understand everything now. I know why there's this hate wave on him, and it's been on him for years. It's because of this bullshit.
American Mall.
Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a puppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer. Big ups to your dad. I eat banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I eat banana, tasty banana. Please the feeling comes in the milk. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera. I need banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the feeling comes in the milk. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the feeling comes in the milk. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Burger.
When you get to 250th Street for that celebration, I'm going to take you a new bag. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere.
I actually admitted this last year. I'll say it again. I actually do play some mobile games. I do.
All right, the ones that I play are free to play.
That being said.
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 Hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right, and just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. AL Team Insider, the legend, Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist, Steve to the Dead, psychological style host, me or Cat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Ooh, we're here. It is time. That being said, Fantastic Mr. Sam, please explain the bit in the beginning because everyone thinks our mic was on, but it actually wasn't on. I also fell for it too, but yeah, go ahead.
To explain, ALT's mic was on.
Was it?
No.
Yeah.
No, that was 10 minutes from last. Some of it, people in chat know, plenty of them know there was 10 minutes of Phil talking to YouTube support last night. So that's what that was. But occasionally you'd hear him go, "Yeah, this is wrong." Yep, wrong. So that was that.
Yes. Yeah. So y'all got punked. So everyone's punked in chat now. You are officially punked. You'll never recover. What's up, everybody? We are here for That Being Said messaging show because last Thursday was so robust with what a show it was, the day after show that we're all still close to our hearts here, I think. But let's get to it. Do you want to just start with a message and see where that leads us, I guess? I mean, that's the best way, right? We'll let the messages decide our conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. It's been a while since we've done this. Yeah. How on top of things are we on the old speak pipe? Wow. Okay. It's not bad. It's been worse.
Not bad. Yeah. Okay. We're good.
Yeah.
Go to something recent though. Get something super recent. Let's give benefit to the people that were the last in line.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. Something pertinent.
Pertinent. Extremely pertinent.
Well, let's hear from Super Scuffer then. Let's start things like as recent as can be. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Super Chuffer here. Divorce Coin's dead.
No.
Divorce Coin is dead. So what was he doing all that time? What was all the clandestine cloak and dagger stuff, all the driving behind the scenes? I've always thought it was team death in the family. And I think that's supported by the idea that he got an influx of new clothing from a dead man. And he's been wearing dead people's clothes for the last few weeks. Yeah, what do you think? Divorce Coin dead. What was he doing? Be good. And if you can't be good, you're naughty.
Yep, you're naughty. I love that. Here's the thing. First of all, Divorce Coin is far from dead. Is it not looking good? Great. But as long as she's there, Divorce Coin is possible. Sam, are you on board with that? What's your first?
Of course.
Break stance. Has your thoughts changed at all on what team you're a part of?
See, that's the trouble. I was never. I don't know if I don't know if I ever picked a side. I never got involved with the whole coin thing. I was so like out of it. Obviously, yeah, it's taken a hit. But I think it's too convenient for Kat, and it's convenient on both sides, isn't it? Like the whole situation. So I don't think divorce is particularly likely. So yeah. I guess you could say I'm health.
Okay, that's fair enough. But yeah, all those kind of things he's been doing could absolutely have been getting the house in order for a certain, visit of Sir Clum, right? Because we don't know exactly when the Sir Clum visit happened, but he has been cleaning up a lot of shit. Maybe that's what made him get that styrofoam out. You know, is that what finally led to the styrofoam mountain being removed? Is that Mike Clum was going to be to that household? Hey, that's something that could be. Is that what made him finally clean up the litter box? Hey, now we're talking.
It's as good a theory as any.
Yes.
Like, you know, if anything's going to make him get off his arse and clean up, it's something like this. And it would be very DSP of him to do that, I think, to quickly rush to get it all cleaned up and say, no, there was nothing here. You know.
But yeah, and I know that's the thought that Meerkat had on Thursday, saying like Mike Clum is like a promoter, so he's going to make Phil look good. He knows, guys, that if he makes Phil looks good, no one's going to like that. Who's going to want to watch that? He's interested. Phil's not hiring Mike Clum as a PR dude. You know what I'm saying?
No,
it'd be different if that was the case, but that's not the case. Mike Clum is trying to make something entertaining that gets 1 million views like Boogie's video one did. So
exactly.
A fluff piece on DSP, that's not going to get it. You know, so that's why I'm not taking that negative stance yet that this is a fluff piece for DSP, because that would not be interesting in any way. Look how this guy turned it around. When the whole internet, anyone with a brain sees how this is total lies.
Yeah, I think whatever happens with this documentary, it's going to be fascinating. You know, someone just said that he's going to be Ragnar in chat just said he's going to be very fake. That's what I'm going to be looking for, like just how he is, how he's acting, you know, because we know what he's like, and we know what he does when he's acting. You know what? You know when he's playing to the camera, or he's playing up for a different audience or whatever. You know, look at side scrollers. Look at how he was with Kat the other day as well. The whole not snorting, just the difference in his manner. Like also when he does the intro to his podcast, that KO Gaming voice that comes out. You know, we can spot the difference between the two. So that for me is what I'm kind of looking for. If nothing else, if it does turn out to be kind of a fluff piece, at least there's like this kind of stuff to look out for.
It cannot be fluff piece. Cannot be.
Surely
also, little thing someone noted, someone found as Phil said during that cat reveal stream, it took us a while to get set up and turning on the cameras.
Yeah.
Cameras.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, we played the clip and we kind of missed it, you know, collectively. Like, you know, he says it. He says cameras plural. So yeah, maybe.
Philip Burnell has one camera. We know this. It's the fucking webcam that's on all the time. He said cameras.
Yeah,
you know.
He did.
So
yeah. And of course, in the Boogie documentary, someone else pointed out in the comments, I think that you got that sort of diagonally rear angle of him, you know, how he streams his streaming setup. So you got that kind of that rear view of him. And of course, the door was open. It was Mike Clum's camera just outside shooting the exact same angle. Maybe.
Like just the camera there for B-roll, you know, that's like, oh, let's, when they're playing that fucking reveal stream on the documentary, they could just have that B-roll just going there, slow motion or whatever the fuck. What Team Clum in the house is a thing. Team Clum was in the house is definitely a thing at that time. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. There's no bathtub scene. Philip Burnell would never do that. I mean, as funny as that would be, it's not going to happen. The most we'll see is what? Shopping?
Yeah, Mike Clum's going to be lucky to get like a peck on the cheek from Kat or anything like that. Like the way they are with each other nowadays.
He's going to be asking him, like, could you guys spend more time together? We need some, like, footage to make you guys look like you love each other. Like, whoa, God, here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
But let's not come to any conclusion. Well, I fucked it up. Let's not come to any early conclusions. You know what I'm saying? We need to wait on this for sure. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's go. Next message, please. Let's go.
Okay. If we just work backwards, or
anyway, you just jump around. Go ahead.
Okay.
Wherever you want. Go nuts.
Yeah. Okay. Here's Meester.
Big ups. That being said, I hope you all enjoyed your holidays. You know, I certainly did. What I want to say is that I don't think DSP is self-aware enough to realize how strange and unpleasant he is at this point.
True.
He's lived in a bubble for so long that he's convinced himself of his own delusions. So even if this documentary tries to be a huge fluff piece, he'll still probably put his real personality on full display. since I don't think he understands quite how bad it looks, which means on top of everything else that we will be able to see quite just how abusive and controlling he is of poor Cat. Poor one. That's all.
Okay, so I see what you're saying. Yeah, so even if this is a fluff feature, which I don't think it can be, Mike Clumbus seems smart enough to me to know he can't do that. But if it was, it still would just show Phil Burnell being Phil Burnell, and that's funny enough. You think how would that reveal look, guys, to normal people? If you want him to jump up on your lap, Annie, just put your legs flat, then he'll jump up. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that's just one example of 1,000. You know.
Like I said,
Toxic Street Fighter. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like I said the other day, like I kind of, you know, having thought about it a bit more, I was saying on Thursday, like, you know, there's enough of a documentary to tell without all this, without the Mike Clum stuff, and that's kind of not true because obviously what we're looking at is kind of more of a snapshot into however long this process takes, you know, and that's interesting enough, I guess, having thought about it in and of itself. What was I going to say? I just think that like whatever you get from that is going to be fascinating, you know, from whatever footage you film of this guy, you know, and it's gold dust, isn't it? No one else has had this opportunity before to see and to peek behind the curtain. So I think there's enough of an audience out there that's ready and waiting just to see what his house is like, what is, you know, what he does when he goes shopping and all this kind of stuff. So I don't
7 days.
Even exactly.
7 days is going to be there. They're going to be looking for stuff to do. Mike's going to be like, holy shit, man, this is it? You want to do anything? Well, now I'm working today. What do you think? What do you expect? I'm working full time today. We can't go anywhere. What are you, crazy?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. Like any kind of interaction, any question could have an amazing answer from him. And then you've got gold dust, you know, he could say, he could ask a simple question like that, like, you know, right, what should we do today? And he could say what you just said, you know, I'm working today. And then you've got gold dust because it's like, well, yeah, but I'm filming a documentary. Can we not at least try and make this interesting?
Yeah, he'll be a good point, Nuclear Detractor. He will be role playing the whole fucking time, but that's still he can't do any of that. We know this. There's no acting from DSP. His acting is atrocious, and we all know it. You know,
his acting is atrocious. His acting is
anti-acting. It's like anti.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of acting. It's like just turns into so fake mode. It's like fake to the max.
And there's no creativity either, because I was listening to a bit of like WPIG earlier, and I kind of sometimes I let myself forget how fucking obnoxious he is. Like when he's, you know, those old clips of him where he's like doing his old style commentary, and it's just like, oh, you know, just like, what are we doing? You know, he's just shouting things out every so often. It's just like, you know. And he's not even doing that anymore. He's not even that interesting anymore. But yeah, anyway, his acting is terrible.
Interesting news. I know we should keep it to news because we won't have a show before this happens. So Wednesday, January 17th, on the schedule of DSP Gaming is the night stream, guys, is either more family night Q&A. So just send us money stream, or Sea of Stars. So I guess that means, can I convince Kat that she wants to do this again? Or Sea of Stars. So there we go. Could have a second family night Q&A in hype. And how long can we do this Q&A? Come on. People were already running out last time. And you got pissed for people asking favorite ice cream flavors, you know?
Yeah.
What else was supposed to do?
I hope it never changes. I just want it to be this forever. I just want her to come in and for that to be the interesting part about it. It doesn't matter what they're asked. The fact that she sat there draws so many people in. We get all this to talk about, you know. And I was thinking after we spoke about it on Thursday, like, this is the state of Phil Burnell's content, where just some really uninteresting woman comes and sits next to him, and that's fascinating. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing interesting going on, but just someone else sitting next to him for a bit is fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
So,
we all lose our minds.
Yeah. What does that tell you about him? Like,
yeah, I know. It's just any other character, dude. We lose our minds, dude. We get more characters in this show. By the way, the person, remember on Reddit a long time ago, someone said they saw DSP in the grocery store, and he was with a Middle Eastern woman.
Yeah.
They are truly vindicated now, because it's not like insane to get it. You know, like, all right, I could see that decision that person made in deciding how to describe them. And it's not insane, you know, like, all right, so they were not lying. What can I say? But they were right. So they were fucking right to that person. Big ups to you. You were not lying. And people thought, yeah, go ahead.
Before I forget, just a totally random alternative topic.
Please.
I said to myself earlier, I was going to I didn't actually say this on Twitter, but I said I would tell everyone what my tweet was about earlier.
Oh, yeah, please,
answer. The overused DSPism, the 3-word one that peaked in March 2021, was it? I think it was. Let's see here. Which, if you haven't heard him say that, I'm sorry for ruining him for you, because he says it all the fucking time, and I swear to God he says it more than Pig Go says he does. But maybe that's because like he only says it when he's not recording. That's my theory.
Oh yeah, it could be. That could be. Let's see here. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see here
Which,
with the answer.
If the Institute is listening though, you can't put an apostrophe when you're searching. So the only way I could search was by putting SC here, which still works. But
yeah. So you heard it. Pig Go. Get on that.
Get on it.
Get on that. Let's see here. What's next? Let's go. Another message, please.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, exactly. He said it a lot, like, you know, when he's looking for a tip that's, you know, supposed to have come in, or he's reading tech support, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, by the way, Phil's gonna do Family Night Q&A until it stops getting money. So that's what we're probably in for. So until it stops getting $200, then he'll try to change it up. That's what we're doing. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a clumb a clumb. You know what I'm saying?
I hope this never dies.
It won't, I don't think. So it's got legs. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I listened back to Thursday's stream, and I said, you can't actually. I think someone talks over me, but you can't hear me, and you can't hear me say it. But I say Clumbustion, and nobody laughs or anything. And then 5 minutes later, someone says Clumbustion, and the room goes mental. Just, you know,
that's the worst.
You got to say it with your chest sometimes, don't you?
Let's do a few shout outs in the house here. Danny DADK, DK in the house says, what's going on with the membership saga? He claims he will sue YouTube, but he has no money for anything. Did he get a copyright strike? DSP throwback. Oh yeah, I love this. He comes, that's against the law. Then it becomes a legal issue.
Oh, man.
YouTube gives a fuck about DSP's legal issue. You know, there's a lot of legal issues that don't mean shit unless you do something, which requires work from you, which, let's be real, DSP's never doing that. So YouTube's laughing. But go ahead.
I love it. I love it when you get to see him learn something new in real time. And obviously, the current one is the fact that there's this whole currency conversion thing going on with YouTube memberships, and obviously if you buy a bunch of YouTube channel memberships and you happen to be in whatever country, I don't know, India or Turkey or whatever it is, I don't know, you can pay less, I guess. I think but as it turns out, the streamer also sees that, you know, they're not getting, basically DSP thinks he's getting whatever it is, $3.99 minus whatever the YouTube tax is.
Yep.
But it doesn't work that way, and it's taken him this long to figure that out. And when did YouTube gifted memberships become a thing?
Not until what, like last year or 2 years ago? Within the last 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
He was waiting for that forever. Remember that?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. So that's we're pretty confident that's the reasoning behind this. Yeah. Oh, Argentina apparently is the worst conversion now.
There we go.
So. Yeah.
Oh God. Anyway, so it's whatever. It doesn't mean shit. He's gonna be just something to bitch about and give you warning. Oh, guys, this might not go through. So guys, please be generous, guys. I'm not sure if this is gonna go through. It's just another fake scare that's not scared at all. He always wins in these. He always gets all the money, but then he always has to feign financial distress. So you get stuff. There we go.
I mean, if you want to know what the real DSP is like and what you all mean to him, then last night is perfect, because it was, I don't know how long that went on for. That dead air I played you was 10 minutes plus. And then you had either side of it, you had him explaining what was going on.
Yeah,
so he halted. It wasn't like it was a podcast, it was gameplay.
Yeah.
Just halted with him you could hear the Resident Evil music in the background. Just we're stopping this until I get it off my chest and talk to YouTube. And it's just like, man, there's not one other streamer I can think of that. Well, maybe there's a few lolcows. I don't know.
I don't think so.
But
It's a rare person that will explain what he's going to do, keep it on stream for 10 minutes with nothing, and then come back and explain what he did. That's kind of God. Like, I don't give a shit about viewers. Like, okay, let's say Mike Klump puts that in the documentary. How's that going to look, guys? How do you fluff that up? Phil really wants his audience to know about his issues, so he even shows them on stream. 10 minutes of nothing just for his audience's benefit. Like, that's going to be funny.
Yeah, it's brilliant, because you can always rely on him to let the mask slip. That's what's brilliant. He can try his best to act as much as you want, but there's always those moments. There's even that moment, like I said on the cat stream the other day, where he had a go at that person asking about his nephew got into a fight or whatever, and he
how dare you ask that with my wife?
Yeah,
what's fucking wrong with you?
You're telling me I've got my wife here for the first time in 5 years, and you're asking me about that? It's like.
You got that to look forward to again on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the cat bump is going to go down. Oh, this sounds bad. But the cat viewership bump is going to go down pretty fast. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, she really doesn't add anything. I mean, let's get real. Personality is not her strong suit. So once you get past the wow, she's here, it's going to turn into, I guess, more and more LARPers trying to ask shit that's going to be right on the edge. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, real fans are going to get tired of it too quick. When you can't even ask about normal shit, you get yelled at. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly. The difference is, though, like Leanna would pop in occasionally, and some might say she was kind of what's the word? I don't know. I don't want to say insufferable, but she was very forthcoming.
She would bring some spice. You know what I'm saying? She would bring some spice. Cat doesn't bring any
none
spice.
of that with Cat. That's the problem.
No.
Like, she's just literally like, it could be anyone.
Yeah.
Just met someone at the bus stop and brought them in, and they're just like, forthcoming. Thank you, JD.
But anyways. I would love. Yeah, people. I always play Sam the the Star Wars guy, Star Trek guy that asks the questions. He has that show in America where he says like,
Jonathan Frakes.
Yes, that guy, and he starts the show by asking a stupid question. So my dream is to get all those questions on the Q&A. Like, that's my dream now, is to get, like, because he asks the stupidest fucking questions. Like,
that's a great
have you ever
idea.
ridden a train? Have you ever ridden a bicycle on train tracks? And stuff like that. That's like a normal one. Have you ever been cross country solo?
Snoot says the Star Trek guy who asked the questions. I knew what he meant.
See, Snoot, so get fucked, because that was enough information to get it right. So get fucked. Exactly. You're on thin ice, brother. All right, let's get big up. Let's get through the contribution. We'll get next messages. James in the house says, "Good to have you back, Sam. Big ups. That being said, you're a legend. Thank you." And Critical Gaming in the house says, "Did anyone notice that cat in a muumuu looks strikingly a lot like DSP's mom from the glimpse of Linda we got? No wonder he sometimes calls her mom." I can't say I remember that glimpse that well enough to remember what Linda looks like.
Can we get like a quick millisecond of like the side of her head or something?
We have in the cat I shouldn't say cat, but where they lived before in the old house. Yeah, cats around that area. Yeah, we got to see the bunny graveyard. That was it, and there's a picture of her in the condo. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we got to see her, but I don't think she. I mean, does she look like Cat? I think it's more of a commentary on the outline maybe of them than maybe you're saying something, but I can't say like face or anything.
Maybe. ALT's not going to say one way or another, man. He's
trying to be respectful here. I always do. Keep that in mind.
You know, this has affected him quite deeply.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right. Who should we hear from next? Let's keep going. This is Hashi
in the house.
Hey, that being said, I don't really have a real question today. I just want to say big ups to all of you, especially Steve, for coming back from the dead, pun intended. I kind of wanted to meme about the whole Civil War thing. Like, I think it's kind of like a funny subplot, and I think if the Detractor sphere was a bit bigger, we'd probably have like a lot more merch of it and stuff. I really wanted to get Alt's opinion on it since he was alive for the actual like American Civil War. You know, so I figured he'd have some experience. Anyways, big ups to all of you.
I thought he was going to something serious. Like, oh, okay, I have a question. But no, he did that.
The look on your face.
I was waiting for something serious, you know, like, oh, let me get ALT's take on this, you know.
He said it's so deadpan.
Yeah.
And you've just heard too many of them now.
I was ready for the serious question. I was like, okay, I can share my wisdom. Nope. Civil War joke. Thanks. Anyways. I think the whole message was just a build up to get that joke out, by the way. So
yeah, I think it was.
Slander, not to answer anything you said. Oh, God. Review check anyway. Yes, this Civil War is going to happen. The Clum documentary is going to cause a civil war. Yes.
Mm.
Did you see that, Sam, last week?
Well,
review tech stuff.
That kind of is a nice little segue into something I've been thinking about actually, because I caught the tail end of it. I think I've kind of got the gist. I think, but I was going to say, like, over the last whatever it is, 2 or 3 months, like, is there anything as what's been the big thing? What's been the talking points? Because I've literally been like ghost mode on all of this. So has there been anything?
It seemed we're all documentary all the time now. I'm trying to think, and obviously Cat came out of nowhere too. So I mean, that's really that's the biggest thing that happened this year for sure was the Cat thing. You came at the right time. I mean, obviously. You came at the right fucking time. I'll tell you that. But Review Tech was saying like the Review Tech said the tractors are gonna fight or whatever, and the other tractor said, "What are we even fighting about?" But then Review Tech quit, and then he's already coming back for it. Whatever. It's so nonsense. I don't care.
I think he's already tweeted about him, hasn't he? Since he said he was
not? Like, just don't say you're gonna stop doing something when you obviously will, and how can you stay away from it?
Yeah.
The biggest news of the whole year happened since the interview. This is the biggest news. Cat being shown back on stream.
Yeah.
We gonna not talk about that?
We keep saying the biggest thing and they keep noticing, So.
Oh, you heard about the robbery, right? You weren't here for the robbery, I don't think, were you? The tire robbery? I think you had left at that point.
Unless it happened again, I was definitely here for it the first time.
One, okay, yeah, you were there. Okay. How about the grocery bag robbery? Excuse me, the grocery bag robbery.
I think I missed this because
that was pretty good. Pretty hype.
No, in fact, I've clipped something from that stream. I think where he explains it, and I wondered what it was about because it says I got robbed again in the title. And I was like, what? So I don't know about this.
Yeah, go ahead, play it.
Well, no, it's a burger clip. So
save it. Oh, the Comcast. You also missed the Comcast. Everyone's saying the Comcast saga.
Was that
someone changed his network's name to Panda Was Hotter, and what was the other one? I can't remember the other one.
I think that was probably around the beginning of my absence. Possibly. I vaguely recall.
That's pretty hype sagas right there, though. So we got the stealing. Yeah, this. If you think about the last, that's kind of the big one. So we got stealing a tire, stealing the bags, Comcast, Mike Clum documentary announced, and then Cat reveal. And that's kind of the last handful of things that's happened.
Yeah. So what's the bag thing about then?
So he just literally went and said, I got robbed again. Don't worry, guys. I'm okay. And then the next day he told the story about he left his cart somewhere to go find cranberry sauce. And he said he timed it, by the way. He timed it. So don't try to say he was going longer than this because he timed it, motherfucker. Like you always do, right? When you go in shopping, when you go to Tesco, as Bob Starsky taught me, do you do the timer when you walk away from your cart? That's what DSP does. So he did the timer, walked away for 2 minutes, came back, and the cart was gone, and they took his shopping bags that cost about, I don't know, $1 each. And that was his robbery. They got stolen. So what actually happened is when people leave carts out, for a certain amount of time, they say, okay, let's just put it back to the cold area so we can put everything back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he was robbed. So don't say anything else. He was robbed and he timed it.
It was
and
definitely
everyone agreed with him.
Yeah. It was definitely a robbery, and it was definitely worth talking about in front of hundreds of people on the internet.
And he said that people in Seattle do that just for the dopamine. Was it dopamine? What did he say they do it for? The endorphins? I fucking forget. But people in Seattle, because there's no benefits. I mean, there's no like downsides to robbery in Seattle because police don't give a shit, right? They don't care.
I heard him say that earlier.
Yeah, it's like Mad Max over there. So I mean, do whatever you fuck you want. There's no rules.
Yeah.
It's like martial law. So they do it just for the emotional boost they get. Like the dopamine kicks in. That's all they do it for. Dopamine
Maybe that's
junkies.
Yeah, maybe that's like how they get started. Like that's like the entry, the gateway dopamine hit that they get.
That's how Al Capone
like
started.
It's bag theft, and then they move on to like other stuff.
All the biggest criminals started there. That's one of the in GTA. It's an optional mission too to get you kind of started. You go into a grocery store, find a cart that's been there, and then just run out with it, and it's pretty cool. You can sell the bags for like $1 each, so that's kind of a good benefit.
It's payday bars are the next thing after that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Next message, please. Let's go Sir Longballs. I love Sir Longballs.
Okay, here is Larry Longballs.
What's up, guys? I just want to say thanks for doing the show, just because I can't stand to listen or watch Phil anymore. I fucking hate everything about him, and I'm just here waiting for his demise. And you guys doing the wrap-up is all I need. Secondly, the car picture. That's where the whole fat cat thing started. And I wasn't completely sold that it was her. I thought maybe it was a coworker that Dickwad was giving a ride to. But she got that fat. That picture is like, what, 2 years old or something? So she's been this fat for quite a while. And that's where the whole fat cat thing started. So just something I thought about. Big ups later, guys.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of things were proven. That car picture was. I mean, I didn't need it. I already knew that one. When you see the flash, someone set up that rotating picture where it shows the cat face going in and out. You knew it right then. But yeah, so 2 years. It's at least 2 years of this more robust size. Yes.
Yeah, and definitely, and also like the like pixie haircut she's had as well. Like that's not a new thing, is it? Because
no,
it looks like she's got that in that picture.
So I wonder why you've seen now the picture of the new family, DSP Burnell family, whatever bullshit. She has
like
long hair in that, yeah.
Yeah, like the animated thumbnail. Yeah. Seen it. I wonder who did that.
I know. So clearly they knew the new Catherine hairstyle though, or Phil. Yeah. Maybe they sourced an older picture.
Pixie cut, was Pixie cut to I don't know, because Lux says Pixie cut. Now she's got the I've given up mom cut. Yeah, no comment from Alice.
I'm interested in Cat's wardrobe though. I'll tell you that. Can we please stick away from any floral patterns? I don't think it's doing any favors. You know what I'm saying? No floral patterns, please. It's my request from me.
Yeah, it's not.
I speak for a lot of cat simps out there too. It's not just me. A lot of people are saying they don't want the flowers.
You're their like spokesperson. You're the main one.
A lot of people are saying
it's you and Shinko.
Yeah,
although Shinko, I think Shinko likes to think of her in a sort of fantasy way, and you're just I don't know what you are.
He still likes the thick. Yeah, he still is a fan of the
does
thick.
it? Okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
I think he's all in.
Right. Okay.
I prefer when she was a real gamer era, when she was streamer herself. I prefer Chaos Realm. Still real to me, damn it. Chaos Realm 01. I'm still in the Chaos Realm.
Fair enough. Okay.
Can we stop, please? Let's go next call.
Okay. Here is Q-Boss.
Yes.
I don't know how you pronounce it.
Hey, big ups. That being said, first time style European foreigner, get your DoorDash wrong style caller here.
Ooh, nice.
And I was watching DSP on the Level 1 podcast the other day, and he was explaining conversation in regards of him talking over Cat.
Oh yeah.
He said that if he lets the other person talk without chiming in or giving his response, the other person would just endlessly talk, and he needs to chime in so the conversation would progress. Does he see a dialogue system in real life in his head because I think he really does think in terms of video game logic. Okay, that's it. Big ups.
That's a brilliant way of putting it.
You have to choose your conversation choice, so they know what to say next. Speech trees. Yes.
Yeah. It's just complete. He's just completely delusional. Just yeah. For anyone that doesn't know, he didn't like the thing he's picked up on is the fact that detractors are running with the meme that he spoke over Kat a lot and didn't let her finish her sentences, which is
factually true.
Yeah, it goes without saying. But yeah, but of course he has to take it to the extreme, and and completely miss the point and all the rest of it. And yeah, he's
so scared. Imagine being so scared of what your wife might say on stream that you have to talk over every time, or that she might not understand questions such as, "What's your favorite video game of last year?" You have to reframe that so it's easier to understand.
Yeah, maybe.
That just makes it seem like you think she's a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
If anyone talks over you like that so much, just like, okay, hold on. I know you don't get this, so let me try to make this easier for you. Okay. They're asking favorite. Okay. So what does favorite mean? Let's talk about that, honey. Favorite means something you favor. You favor it. That's what favorite means. Okay. So game. You know games, right? Games. I mean, I'm overdoing it, but that's what we're doing. Like he treats her like a 5-year-old.
Basically. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if this is going to change. Like, is he going to try and? I mean, he probably won't. This is Phil we're talking about, but yeah, is he going to try and take it on board and let her talk?
I hope we get acting trying. He's going to overdo the trying and sit there.
I was going to say, like, all this will be is just more nodding, like more enthusiastic nodding.
Wait till she's all the way done and she stops talking and Phil's still there. 5 minutes later. Okay, don't want to talk over anybody. So.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I give Phil too much credit. You guys know this. I try my best to see the best in him, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
Don't make that clump steak.
No, right.
Okay. Let's get someone in here.
Here is Nugs Medallion.
Big up Snugs.
All right, so my question is, there's like two sides of this fence when it comes to Kat. Like when Kat got revealed, obviously the internet just blew the hell up. Everybody lost their fucking minds for a few minutes, and then after that we quickly got annoyed at exactly how absolutely awful Phil was the entire time, interrupting Kat, blah blah blah. Y'all already know the story. My question is though, how do y'all actually feel about how split the Detractorverse kind of got after that happened? Like half people are saying that they feel bad for Kat. We shouldn't be making fun of Kat no more. And then the other half is saying she's an adult. She chose this, blah, blah, blah. And like, I get both sides. I literally kind of like sat here like feeling like, how should I really feel about this? Because it kind of does seem like there's some abuse going on. But at the same time, she is an adult. She chose to go all the way across the country with him. And, as far as her weight, she chose to eat for the past 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do y'all feel about the split? And what do you guys feel people should... How do y'all feel that everybody should feel towards Kat between the two sides?
Okay. Deep question here. Yeah, people know what I'm going to say. So let's hear how you think about it, Sam.
Well, I don't get too emotionally invested in all of this, and just kind of try and look at it. Although I did, he did drive me away for like 3 months, but like, apart from that, so yeah, I just kind of just see everything at face value, I guess, and just kind of, what am I trying to say? I don't know. I don't feel sympathy because I don't know. It's I don't know. You talk now.
Well, I could say that obviously everyone can think whatever they fuck you want. That's the first thing. Everyone's free to think whatever the fuck they want. It's your own decision. Yeah. I will say where I come from is that I'll just say facts. How about that? I'll just say facts. And if it's not a fact, I'll let you know beforehand. And I'll just lay out the story that led to me coming to my choice of my own decisions. So she has an insanely unfortunate upbringing.
Right.
Of the highest order, not the highest order, but very fucking up there. Her parents were so fucked up that the government decided they can't have their kids anymore because they tried to do exorcism on her. So, how cool is that? That parents think that exorcisms work and are effective style of thing to do. Very cool. So, let's just put that there first. Next, she gets into a situation where it's not a great situation. How much? I don't know. But it was a police restraining order was definitely filled out. That only needs one side of the story. I could make one for Sam right now and say Sam can't come close to me, and I would have to say he did some bad stuff, right? And I would get a restraining order on Sam. That's it. So I know people say she cheated, all this stuff, but let's say that he was abusive in some way, which is what he says, what she says he was. I don't know if that's exactly cheating, right? If you're trying to get out of an abusive situation, and even though Phil is a bad guy and he lives across the country, if you're trying to escape abuse, pretty much anywhere looks better than the place you're getting your ass beat. Am I right? Am I right? All right. So she decided to move there for that reason, right? Then she made her own choices about eating and all this stuff. And I know she made all those choices, but that's on her in the end. And then the icing on the cake of all this is that I don't believe, from what Jenna has told us and from my own factual observations, that she is all there mentally in any way. Right?
Right. Yeah.
So again, that she that's all her own choices, but just keep that in mind that she might not be all there mentally to make those adult decisions that are very tough sometimes. All right. So with all that out there, you can decide to think about everything, because in the end, it doesn't matter what we think, but there we go.
Yeah.
I think that she has a very unfortunate situation. So I will choose to withhold the jokes about the size and stuff to the best of my ability, and hope she comes into a better situation someday. However that's going to be, I don't know. But I know that she is living with someone now that is exploiting her for almost everything he can get from her in every possible way.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's good, no matter what.
No, of course not. No.
But there we go.
No. I guess I haven't put too much thought into the mental well-being of Kat, I guess. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll sit and think about it later. I don't know.
Sit in the corner and think about it. Stare at the wall.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's just where me and you and probably and people like Steve, etc., probably differ.
Yeah.
You're seeing that, and I'm sitting there going, I can barely hear her talking. Someone turn the mics, or get another mic on her, or I'm kind of analyzing it from that point of view and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So.
Yeah. But abuse is no joke, and real adults have trouble getting out of abuse situations that aren't autistic. And she is autistic, so up the difficulty of getting out of abusive relationships. I'm sure most of us know someone that's been in an abusive relationship, and it's not just easy and saying "see ya." That's not how it works.
No, of course not.
And especially when your husband controls a lot of shit about your life, like DSP. He does talk shit into everything, pig-splaining everything. Like, it's not like pig-splaining, like Pignosis doesn't work. We know it works because it works on his fans all the time. So, don't you think that maybe she got caught up in the Pignosis too? I mean, there you go. Court documents were real. The court documents are definitely confirmed real of the restraining order, at least. But again, all you need is one side for that, so you can say that to anyone you want. But anyways, let's move on to lighter topics. Mario Faker in the house.
I was going to say Mario Faker's surely going to do that. Here we go.
Yes.
Hey guys, it's Mario Faker again, and oh boy. So the other night with the cat re-reveal, it pretty much confirmed something for me. And
let's go.
That is, Phil attracts and is attracted to immature people.
Yes.
So when he started dating Leanna, we could see that. even when he was interacting with John, it was, you know, kind of a frat boy kind of thing.
Mhm.
But as soon as they matured, both Pandely and Rambo were ejected from Phil's orbit. And then here comes Kat with her TSM, as Tarek would say. Her immaturity was seen on day one, and she has not changed in the past 5 years. And if her condition prevents any future growth, then she truly is the perfect soulmate for Phil.
Yes.
So I'm not buying any more divorce coin, even when low. And even though Phil may not be a PDF when it comes to physical age, when it comes to somebody's emotional age, oh yeah, he likes them young. Anyway, good to have everyone back, especially Steve, who is going to have his work cut out for him diagnosing this train wreck to come. Thanks.
I think someone said it best. DSP attracts other DSPs, right? And that doesn't mean like the same in every way, but it definitely means mental age, right? And I think that's what he does. He attracts other DSPs in some way, and this is another DSP, right?
Yeah, I just wonder if he's well. I was just wondering to myself, like, is he like consciously looking for that, or is he just kind of like, you'll do, you know what I mean? Like the first person that's interested, he's like, you know, that's fine. I'll go with that. You know, if
I would love to know that, because we know how he got Kat and Leanna was Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter, like we have the tweet. Their first contact, we have it. Remember, I did a whole stream about how they got together, and Kat reacted to a few of his tweets during that year, just barely reacting. I think she wrote a response to one, but liked a few tweets and stuff. And then finally, when she had that problem about OBS, Phil jumped right in.
Oh,
so I would love to know, is there anyone else out there that DSP dived in your inbox? Is there anyone out there? Because I refuse to believe that Kat's the first one that just picked up. You know what I'm saying? I think there could have been 20 that he tried to get conversations going and they didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But Kat was the perfect kind of prey. I know prey when I see it. Dog.
The ultimate irony being that he has no idea what he's doing with OBS. It's great.
Yeah, you know, but he just took that as an opportunity. So I'm guaranteeing there was more than just Kat that got that message. You know what I'm saying? So if anyone else out there, we're looking to talk to you.
God, that'd be great. That'd be in the documentary. It'll be like like when you see those people on a documentary and they don't want to show their face, they're just kind of hidden in shadow. Yeah, he messaged me. I was having problems with OBS.
Yeah.
You know, now that I've seen Kat, I'm really glad I didn't respond to him. Anyway,
well, Phil and Kat decompress. We can't ignore it.
No.
Oh, that one's fine. Okay, go ahead.
Right. Oh, okay. I'll see what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll play that then.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go.
Hello, TBS Podcast. I'm here to my wife. Say hello, Kat.
Hello.
Oh,
We've been conversing after the Burnout family stream. Really, I think it went well. What do you think, honey? Of course, you don't have to answer that.
Where do you even...
Honey, as I said, you don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that, okay? Okay. Now, are we going to do it again? I think we should. What about you, honey? You don't have to answer that. Okay, now,
yes.
I don't like to address drama or trolls. I'm done with it. But Kat's hair is not thinning. I think that's a stupid thing to say and shouldn't even be mentioned. Kat, honey, you don't have to acknowledge these trolls, okay? Sound good? You don't have to acknowledge it, honey, okay? Now, we may game together, but I don't know if my business style internet can handle it. It's not that I'm fighting the fact she's a better gamer than me. She's not. And you don't have to answer that, honey, okay?
Yes.
Okay, have a good one. That being said, guys, fuck you, ALT. I ruined your precious Chaos Round 1. Oh. You don't have to acknowledge that, honey. Okay, bye.
Bye.
You don't have to acknowledge that, honey. No.
That was brilliant, dude. Whoever that was, nice job.
Snood just says, "I like how you can tell the reader is British," and I'd like to go on further. And I would like to say, I like how you can tell the reader is Bob Starsky.
Bob Starsky, yes. Beautiful job. I'll put that on Twitter later so y'all can enjoy that again. That was great, and it just nailed the punchline and railed on it. That was the best.
Oh yeah.
It's not that you're a better gamer. You don't have to answer that, honey. What's your favorite? You don't have to answer that, honey. You don't have to answer that, honey. That's how it was. You say we're crazy, but that's exactly how it was. And I can't believe it, Sam. We forgot to talk about this. They were talking about doing co-op streaming together.
Yep.
And of course, we had to hear why that can't happen. One of the excuses was, listen to this. One of the excuses we can't do co-op gaming together, like on the same place, is because for his webcam, he does the square resolution.
Yeah.
So if you have to make it widescreen, it might fuck up the FPS on the webcam. So that's why we can't do it. Are you serious?
This is what I'm saying. The dude has no clue what he's doing.
I did not make up a single second of that. That's what he said. Dude.
The guy, I don't know where to begin. I don't even want to talk about it because it's so fucking obvious. It's the difference between when we do a 4-man thing on here and a 5-man, like we did on Thursday. We have one more box, so all the boxes are slightly cropped. That's all there is. That's all the difference is. There's no difference in, he's still running the same webcam. Like, yes, he might be up, and I think sometimes he dips the quality for certain things, doesn't he? Like,
he does.
When he does gameplay, he dips it, and when he's doing his podcast, you get the full 1080 or whatever it is. I don't know, but yeah, I just don't think he understands like that. All he needs to do is crop it or not crop it and things like that. I never understand why he needs to. That's another little pet peeve when he does his React thing. He feels the need to do a widescreen camera. I don't know if he's still doing that now. But it takes up loads of the screen, and it's just like, why have you not got your cropped one, like to keep it out of the way? Like,
can't do that on the fly, dude.
Really odd,
dude. You know what he's scared of? You know what I think he's really scared of is if he does a stream with Kat, he can't take a break. Because that would leave her alone to the wolves, and you can't have that. Oh, mama, and Kat being able to answer a question without him around. That's too much of a risk.
Yeah,
I want you to see. He will never take a break on any stream Kat is a part of.
No,
zero chance.
Like when you see on a Wings stream, sometimes you see his wife just sat there talking to the chat, and she knows everyone as well. And you would never see that with DSP. I would be very surprised. And like we mentioned, he says about the 2 internet line thing as well. Like, he doesn't. He just says. The internet probably couldn't handle it if 2 people were streaming. It's like, even if you had one line, I'm sure you'd be fine.
One line could do probably. It's changing widescreen to this. That doesn't change anything. Are you serious?
No. He's completely.
Just say you don't want to do it, man. Just be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't talk for 5 minutes. Holy shit.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
for excuses, yeah.
I mean, if they're both streaming at like whatever it was, 15,000 kilobits per second or whatever it is, completely unnecessarily, then maybe, I don't know. I'm not an expert with all that kind of stuff, but there's nothing for anyone that to do that. It would be fine, is what I'm saying. To do a couple of people streaming.
I can't do that, any.
I imagine if they're going to do that. She'll just be playing off on her own, like in a different room, and you won't hear or see her. It'll just be
God, yeah.
Because he mentioned about doing that. What's that game? Is it Like a Dragon or something that's coming out? Whatever. And there's like some multiplayer version or mode in that, and he said it's like it has some sort of like Animal Crossing style gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I might have clipped it. I'm not sure. Let me see if I've still got them. Because it was quite a good one that I didn't actually play. Maybe not. But it's there's nothing stopping him from doing that. He just won't. Yakuza, wasn't.
All scared of her being alone and having to answer questions without him hand holding her through that and saying, "You don't have to answer that, honey." That's it. Can we get an answer? Here's what I want, because obviously Phil watches everything and he knows everything detractors say. So can we get a question from a chat member without you translating it first? That's what normal couples might do. What's your favorite ice cream? We don't need any transcription. We don't need any pigscription. We don't need to go through a pig slater. She can just answer the question straight.
Yeah.
Will that ever happen? Ever?
Probably not. No, he can't help himself. Because what, even something as stupid as that. Well, what's your favorite ice cream? He immediately jumps in. And,
okay. Well, yeah. What do you want to say, honey? I mean, come on. I mean,
yeah, he starts talking about how he's like semi lactose intolerant, and we get that whole thing, and it's like we just want to hear from Kat.
Anyways, let's get a few more shout outs in the house. Ira in the house says, Frack should ask if we've ever punched a bee. Yeah, he asked stuff like that. Like, who's the tallest person you've ever seen? What's the other one? Have you ever been to a foreign country? You ever been to 2 foreign countries in the same day? Something like that. Like, it's all insane. We have Swaggy Davis Jr. in the house. Says, glad to see Sam back. Long anticipated Clum back. Yeah.
Hello.
Clum back.
Yeah, man.
The pasta maker in the house says, her makeup is atrocious. Well, that's the pasta maker's opinion. I appreciate a little heavy.
I really don't have any opinion on that.
Mike says she can clum into a better situation soon. I think that's what we're all hoping for. We're all clumbing for, is her to clum into a better situation.
Well, we're hoping. Yeah, it won't happen, but yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Please. Yes. We also have Bob Starsky's video to play today. A lot of Bob Starsky in the airwaves today.
Okay. Let's do that in a sec. Let's get a really recent one.
Yes, let's go.
This is Tom from like now.
Hey guys, how's it going? Love the podcast. Love the work that you do. Honestly, this will be nothing sauce when it comes to the Mike Klum documentary. He's a marketing guy. He's an advertising guy. Boogie went out of his way to basically debunk everything that was said in a documentary when it comes down to his financial situation, saying, and Mike just went with it because sensationalism, because of marketing, because of, X, Y, and Z. So I don't know why people expect this like great big expose on DSP when it comes down to this project they're working on, because Mike Klum is not Alex Gibney. Mike Klum is not Ken Burns. Mike Klum is not, just even to say Al Gore when he made us the Inconvenient Truth documentary. He's not. He's a marketing guy. And I'm sorry to say this, but YouTube, when it comes to the documentary, quote unquote, sphere, is below something like HBO, something like even Netflix, or, like the CNN documentary spectrum. So people hoping that this will be like some great expose or, some great revelation that other documentarians take, where like when you're watching that HBO documentary, like there'll be this.
Tom ran out of time here.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I think we got his point. He's saying, but here's the thing, Tom. Tom, I don't know. I'm not looking for an expose either. I just want Phil interacting with anything, right? Inside the front fort. That's good enough, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you cannot make DSP look good, no matter what you do. Guys, what can Mike Klum do to make him feel like a good and just human being on this earth that's just trying to get by? What can he do? What can you show? What aspect of his life can you show to make people think that? What?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Of course, Boogie, debunked all that shit. Phil's going to debunk everything that happens anyway. No doubt about that. There is no way around that. No matter what comes out negative, Phil is going to debunk it. He can debunk anything with no evidence. Just say, that never happened. Cool. That's a debunk for DSP. So yes, of course we're going to get debunked afterwards. But that's
exactly.
You can do to get rid of that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be an expose at all. Now I've had time to sort of sit with it and think about it. I think just the kind of a week in the life of this peek behind the curtain that's never occurred before, or certainly hasn't happened since the days of the old shaky cam footage vlogging that he used to do. But Mike Klum just seems to be very good at positioning himself, getting on side with these people and obviously, making it look good. But do we know anything about him other than this Boogie documentary? I've not really looked into.
He's a PR dude. He has his own company, huge company he created when he was young for companies and stuff. So and he said in the Gundam interview, he's dealing with companies that have a bad rap, and his goal is to get them to not have a bad rap or whatever, with their videos and shit. But that's the different case than this.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like DSP is hiring Mike Klum for a piece to make me look good. Mike Klum chose DSP as his target of his video that he wants to make money from, that he expects to make more than $20,000 from because of how much money he's spending on it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he will as well.
He's looking for a fucking return. He's not. He is not that stupid to say, "Yeah, I'm going to make a piece about how awesome DSP is and how he's just trying to make a buck," because you can't make that. How can you make that?
Yeah, exactly.
Cat wants to go to. I mean, if you don't mention anything, like WB Champions doesn't exist, begging doesn't exist, and you cut all that out. Well, then you can. Then you can. But come on, who's going to watch that?
Well. Yeah,
we would still watch it, but I'm saying normies wouldn't watch that. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna care? Everyone's gonna watch, turn in the DSP documentary to see a lol cow shit. Mike Klum has set the bar with the fucking bookie one. It's like, all right, we know what to expect now when we get Mike Klum documentary. It's gonna be all fucking hunky dory. Oh, look how great this guy is. He knows he can't do that.
No. What I should ask really, what did Boogie debunk? Because I've seen it / heard it through Meerkat's reaction to it, and I may have missed some of this, so I don't really know.
Only thing I know is that he was talking about the finances being incorrect. He didn't show all the true numbers and stuff. I don't know anything about that. Chad, if you know more, let us know. But the finances shit was that wasn't real, So DSP is going to say that. I mean, if you're not ready for that, I don't know what you're expecting. DSP is going to debunk everything negative the day after. So that's going to happen no matter what. But it's about what is shown on there, what normal human beings can take from that documentary.
Yeah. Someone just asked, sorry, I forgot who you are. You've scrolled past now. But someone asked, what part of the Snort 4 are we most excited to see?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Not quite question of the day material, but let us know, chat, what you think. I mean, it's got to be The Office, right? Or maybe. Is it the parts we haven't seen so far, like the kitchen? We haven't seen that in many years.
Yeah, I think places where we can directly compare to old footage. We know what this looked like 5 years ago, but the garage, the garage is a good one. Yeah.
The garbage disposal, Blu-ray wall, great one. Blu-ray wall, does that still exist, or is that a bad memory of Panda that had to be crushed?
Yeah, stuff that he's talked about, but we haven't seen. So we've got his word. He said he sold them all. So
yeah, we'll see.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, I want to see Mike. I want to see the ant poison that's been there more than a year. I want to see where that is.
Yeah.
Jasper leading the way. Jasper's like, come here. Oh, look, Jasper's trying to tell me something. Mike, this is where I get high. Give this a lick, Mike. It's sweet. Watch out. I love sweet, though. I'm a cat. You give it a shot. God. All right, let's go. Message time. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, separate bedrooms would be good, even though I think they might fake that up. I don't think Phil would show separate bedrooms, even if that is the situation. I think Phil knows that's... I would imagine even Phil can spout that as being kind of weird. And a real adult human married couple usually sleep together. So he might change the situation to make it look like they do. I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Sorry, my mom was just wondering then, because I was just thinking about this. I was thinking about Boogie, the ending to Boogie's documentary and how it's, the shrooms thing. And I'm just wondering if did word of mouth, about, I mean, obviously it's going to get big views anyway, because it's of what it is, it's access to this guy. It's like the official documentary. It's called that, isn't it? It's called an official documentary.
Yeah, official.
But I'm just thinking, if there's no hook like that to get people talking in the DSP one, could it potentially not be as successful? Because, people just anyone that's clicking on it, or has been told about it, might watch it just for that reason. Whereas with DSP, if there's nothing to kind of latch onto for your everyday YouTube watcher, could it maybe?
I think Mike's going to be there long. I mean, he's there for 7 days for a reason. I think you get there 7 days, you interview Phil every day, and you just wait till he says the insane shit, and that's what you go with. You know, that's what you show, because he will say insane shit that, you know, he thinks is normal. You know, like, yeah, well, it's, and then that's what you show, and that's what people will click on. You know, that's the bits that'll keep going. Like, you know, from the Boogie one, we got the Boogie was trying to get a job, and he said all the shit I can't do, and that was kind of a moment that everyone talks about.
Yeah.
The bathroom scene was a moment everyone talks about.
Yeah. Yeah.
That kind of stuff is the hook. So I think if you just do 7 days of inside the snort fort, he'll say insane shit. He can't run that fast.
I'm just wondering if that's enough. Like, is that enough? Just one guy saying something stupid, you know? I don't know. But
I mean,
if you frame it in the right way, then
I don't know if we know this, but I mean, I would ask Mike and myself, was the mushrooms thing Mike's idea to kind of get it? Oh yeah, that's true too. Thanks, Ka-Ching of the Ring. Keemstar's going to be on it.
Great point.
For voice interviews. So those interviews are going to be there the whole time. So if you're interviewing those guys, what are you going to do? All right, here's some insane people that hate DSP. Let's hear what let's hear their takes.
Hadn't thought of that. Yeah, of course.
How can you make it positive after that? What's Keemstar going to say positive about DSP, guys? Are they going to frame Keemstar as being stupid first? I don't think that's a recipe for success. Let's hear from some insane person, Sir Moist. You going to say that? I think the question would be, you changed Phil's life for 2 months. Why do you think that is?
Great.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just off the back of Keem and Moist Critical and people like that being in it, saying, go watch this thing. I mean, you know, and, completely forgot about all that. Yeah.
Now, if they do a montage of some detractors, they could make it look pretty crazy, right? Like, they could make us look a little, but I think those interviews they chose, they're not going to be those kind of people, right? That are going to be saying like insane shit. I hope Phil dies or whatever. They're going to be just saying, they're going to seem like kind of normal, right? But Phil's going to hate Keemstar being in it. So I guess, how does Mike Klum make Phil okay with that? By saying like, I guess we can make Keemstar look stupid or something. I don't know. I mean, who knows? But all thing we learned is Phil does not have final cut, or whatever it's called. He doesn't have final approval of the final cut. So who knows?
He just needs to keep him on side long enough for it to get out, basically.
You know. Yeah. And Phil he's spouting the club gnosis words. So he's fully on board. He fully thinks this is a good idea. And that's all Mike had to do. Anyways, okay, next message.
Right, here is Dorcosaurus Rex.
So I just want to weigh in and say that what Phil got out of showing Kat on stream was that he was demonstrating to the entire world the degree of control and manipulation that he has exercised over this woman. If you watch that video, there's a lot of really weird telltale signs. Like when she's answering a question that was addressed to her, she's looking at Phil for approval. Phil is like smugly, gleefully listening to her recite the opinions that he coached her into having. Like for Baldur's Gate 3, this woman didn't play Baldur's Gate. She didn't say a single specific thing about it other than repeating Phil's own opinion out of her own mouth. And it's really quite telling that Phil was so gleeful and so happy during the stream, because he usually isn't. He's usually pretty like toxic and miserable, but he was so happy witnessing the like degradation of this woman, the extent to which she's willing to like debase herself for him. It was all to show the entire world the level of control and manipulation and power he has over this woman, and how she's so clueless and so isolated from anyone else that he's like quite literally godlike in comparison to her. That's the feeling that I got. You can say that I'm reading too much into it or whatever, but she looks at him when she's answering questions. He talks over her. He interrupts her. He lets her choose which questions to answer and for how long. There's a lot of really controlling weird things that happen there. There's a lot of weird signs.
Definitely.
There you go.
Nothing wrong with that.
I can't wait for Steve's video on all this. It'll come eventually.
You could say it's not a normal thing to worry about what your partner's going to think so bad. Whenever you get a question, you stare at your partner's face. Like, can I answer that? Huh? Is that okay? Is that okay? And he's right. Watch it back. When she starts answering the question like exactly as Phil expected, it's kind of like Duper's Delight, and Phil's like lights up. He's like, yeah.
What was that one that was? It's when he asks the K-pop when she says about K-pop, and he kind of laughs awkwardly over her. That was kind of telling to me. I mean, it's only a little thing, but
please.
No, they didn't hear that. It's fine.
Okay. I heard a snort.
Yeah.
No, Leanna never came like that. Leanna became more of her own person after that, actually. She became more spicy as the years went. And that is a no, 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 no. We don't need spice. We do not need spice. We want no spice. Mickey Thor in the house says documentary plot twist. Behind the scenes is actually a hair growth clinic he visits. Come on. Come on, Mickey Thor. That's not even a Theo theory.
Might be.
That's a it might be. All right, let's get to the very special video by Bob Starsky again. Bob Starsky fans unite, and also Derek fans.
I'm sure there's many of you in
A lot of them out there in droves. We hear about this. So let's play the video. It was Derek's birthday last week. Let's get to it. Go ahead, Sam. Play it. Come on.
Right. Here it is.
Ugh. Time to see this Derek birthday video. Need to plan how to react to this. Okay, let's go.
Derek is turning 22 on January 12th.
22. I got nothing. Okay, next.
He is a member of the DSP community, and he lives in Toronto, Canada.
And thank God for that. Stay in Canada, Derek.
He enjoys wrestling. His
And
favorite
where we're
wrestler is
born.
Claudio Castagnoli from AEW.
Cesaro? Why Cesaro? Are you kidding me? Why not The Rock or Stone Cold? Well, Kevin Nash, actually. Screw Kevin Nash. Motherfucker saying nonsense about my champion spending. Well, guess what, Diesel? You're the only 6-star I deleted. You got that, Sir Nash? Anyway, Derek, why not have Macho Man or Hulk Hogan as your favorite? Come on! Oh my God, let's just get through this.
He also supports the Raptors basketball team.
Raptors
He
don't
loves Pokemon and Power Rangers. Today...
Okay, how can I play this without making my audience be known as the children that they are? Pokemon and Power Rangers. Let me look up things on the Toronto Raptors. Panda Lee is my young lover. She's just a girl who runs up hospital bills. Don't waste my time, just give her a pill.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors.
Attention to details.
Okay. Getting nothing. Okay, so Darko is the head coach. Darko, huh? Must be an urban style gentleman. I got nothing though. I gotta keep going.
You will watch Derek go on a birthday adventure.
What the hell is that? Christmas sweater. My God, sloths? Why sloths? What are you, 9? Can't get away from my audience being children. Okay, keep going.
Derek wakes up and listens to his favorite song.
Oh, it's my birthday today, and I am really excited.
You do sound excited, Derek. For fuck's sake, this is the best you can come up with in acting? If I was a porn star, you would have made more effort. You know what I'm saying, Jasper? Jasper Kitty? Want to see a video of your brother? God damn it, Jasper. The camera's been off the whole time and you speak now? You just did that. I should spray you for that. Ugh. Keep going.
I'm gonna listen to my favorite song.
I wanna be the very best.
Hell yeah.
No one ever was.
Holy shit. Turning 22 and that's his favorite song? 22? I mean, mine will always be the Ghostbusters theme, but that's at least cool. You know what I'm saying? And of course, copyright issues up my fucking ass. How the hell am I gonna get past that goddamn
Then
song?
he hop on a DSP stream.
Ugh.
Phil says,
Oh, hey, Derek, how about we meet up for your birthday?
Derek
I sound nothing like that. 0 stars. Come on. I'm not a robot.
decides to take a plane down to DSP's house in Seattle.
Please, God, no. I cannot deal with that. He's gonna find out Kat's boyfriend Tyro's living here and ask to see his big black cock, and I just can't deal with that.
Derek arrives at his house and they greet each other.
Hello, Derek. Do you remember the time I called Jasper Derek?
Yes, I called Jasper Derek. Keep it going.
Derek loves these toys. Derek loves Derek,
Come on.
Derek, Jasper loves the toy. not
Derek loves these toys.
Derek.
Stick him up his ass.
Hurry it up.
Derek, Jasper loves any ribbon toy. Jasper loves any ribbon toy. He always has. Derek loves ribbons. Ribbons made of jizz. Ooh. Well, I can't even say that when I react to this.
Oh yeah, I definitely remember that. That was pretty funny. That
What
was
is he
during
sucking on his
a
mic?
Disney Dreamlight Valley stream.
Great, Derek. Of course you remember what stream it's from. Here comes some Disney facts that no one cares about, fucking loser.
Phil takes Derek to a Chinese restaurant, and they eat delicious dim sum.
Oh, of course. Here we go. Chiggy Chang Wang. I Ching style food, of course.
Then Phil surprises him with a big birthday cake.
Mango ice cream style cake, I hope.
Derek invites his friends. Lil Shay...
Friends? Yeah, right. Derek has friends like I have friends.
And Bake, Blastoise 91.
Blastoise. Blastoise? What an idiot. What a moron.
Ruby Petzos, Only Iced Coffee,
Legend.
Cheetah Man, Slayer,
Another
and Jade.
legend. Where's Canadian Kurt? He's your friend too, guys. Come on.
They all eat, and have fun for the rest
What the fuck is eat?
of night.
Oh my god, a birthday party with all my friends?
Jesus Christ, what a thrilling video.
This is great. Thank you, Phil.
Go fuck yourself.
Derek had the best birthday ever.
The best birthday ever? 22? What in the fucking hell, Shake and Bake? This is what you came up with? I guess so, considering you left out his porn addiction and sexual harassment. I'll need to think of reasons why I can't watch. Fuck. I'll just say I didn't receive the email. Fuck it. Ooh, the DoorDash is here.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's where we end. There we go. Bob Starsky in the house there. You can find that on his channel, Bob Starsky. Let me get the link.
If that Derek video wasn't confusing enough, there's Bob Starsky's reaction to it as Phil. Yeah, that. I still don't know where did that come from? That video, I don't get it.
Well, the real video. That's the real video that Little Shake and Bake made for Derek's birthday for Phil to play. But of course, Phil could not play that. He didn't get the email.
Right. Okay. Great. Yeah. Sure.
And reminder: Sir Clum reached out for Derek for comment. And then,
oh yeah.
But Derek said he blocked Sir Clum. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he accidentally made it public. Right. Okay. Got
Yo,
you.
big ups, guy who cooks the books in the house with a member. Bow, dude. Thanks, man. Very robust and meaningful.
Big ups.
Legend, dude. All right, let's go. Let's get the messages rolling here. Come on,
Let's
Sam.
go. Right, let's do another. Let's hear from Let's hear from Baltic Bro.
Let's go.
Bro, cat is fucking fat. So fat. So fat that even ALT didn't want her anymore. Damn. What did that guy do to that poor girl?
Short and sweet.
Let's go to the next one, and you have to read the name.
Okay. Here is Super Came Jizzler.
Hey, what's up? That being said, I just wanted to ask you guys, how long do you think it took Phil to completely pignatize Kat? Because in the first stream, she was, I guess, her own person. Like, is this a very recent, change, or did he do this after, a year or two? How long did it take him to get to this point?
I would say the first streams, they still are incredibly uncomfortable and seem like they don't have any relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it's kind of the same, except she seems to be she's been beaten down for 5 years of pignosis. Now she knows what she's supposed to say better. She knows she's supposed to say quicker now, Oh, yeah, I hate that. Oh, yeah, K-pop, I hate that.
I would have to go back and...
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and watch the other three, but I think she looks more visibly nervous. I mean, that's kind of understandable. I think anyone would be, but she looks very, very uncomfortable. Look at the very first thing we see of her. She's not looking at the camera or anything. She's messing with Jasper on the back of the chair and all that, isn't she? She's
trying to be not here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to be here. Oh, but you want to be here, right? You had fun, right, honey? You had fun, right? We're gonna do this again, right? After the stream's over, playlist ready. Yeah, hell yeah.
I love that actually. You know, slightly unrelated topic. The decompression pre-stream the other day, where he's like, whoa, guys, just relax. You know, it's the first stream. We don't want to pressure her and all this.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to say, like, you know, I need you to tell me how often she needs to be on. You know,
Yeah, so we control everything. Holy shit.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
As long as he doesn't control anything, you guys are. I don't care what detractors think, guys. Let's leave out of that. I don't want any drama. Everything brought up is about what detractors said about it, though. Every single negative point was, oh yeah, and detractors are saying this, they're saying that.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you don't care, that sounds good.
Yep. Yep. He doesn't care as long as he gets to bring her on. You know, it makes he knows how much money it's going to bring in. He knows how talked about it's going to be. You know, that's all he cares about.
Yep.
You know, the same situation as like John Rambo and all that. Right. Yeah. Did I say that wrong, by the way? Is it Super Kame? Should it have been that one before? Or was it
Super Kame Jizzler is what I was expecting.
Right. Yeah,
but Jizzler, big ups, Sir Jizzler, whatever you want to go by. We respect it.
Okay, cool. Right. So this is Genghis Chong.
Oh, Genghis Chong.
Big ups, that being said. Genghis Chong coming at you live through the power of the internet. I just had a quick little thing I wanted to share. So, Phil and Kat, whenever I see them, well, the most recent stream with them on it, it kind of reminded me of Clint and King Cobra JFS, their relationship. Clint will talk over Josh, he will make excuses, and it all has to fit within a certain narrative that Clint built because he's such a fucking egomaniac. And it's really just like a weird reflection of Phil and Kat. It's just like a neglectful caretaker and a regard just being taken care of, in quotations, I guess. But I don't know. I'd love to hear your take. Big ups.
No, you know more about this than I would.
Yeah, so Clint is his dad.
Oh, okay.
That is, and I'll have to check into that more. But I mean, I not that I know it, but I'll watch it. But I will definitely look into that because it makes sense. It's a caretaker talking about someone else, and that's what we had here. It was a caretaker talking to the person he's taking care of and telling them exactly what they should say and what they don't have to answer and all that stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if it's similar. But let's go.
Oh, we've had another one from Baltic Bro.
Baltic Bro in the house again. Did we give him double?
Well, let's edge everyone.
Let's edge him. Come on.
Okay.
Not Yuri in here. Not Yuri.
Yeah, this is not Yuri the Russian.
Hey, that being said, podcast, we finally got the return of Kat. Good for her to still be existing and eating well from the looks of things. Now, it's all during the stream that someone asked DSP when they would do co-op with her. And I've always said DSP was a fuck up for not taking the chance to do co-op games with her, and he continued to be one by shutting it down, even though Kat looked open to do co-op. There's a reasons I could think that he would use for not wanting to play games with her on stream. As he said, he wouldn't know how to do 2 streams by the look of it. They only had 1 PC, unless you include the MIDI one. And I don't know how that would do for streaming. His office isn't big enough, seeing as how he had to sit on, his shower stool, as Kat was donated his chair. His weird schedule fetish would be beholden to Kat if they would try to do co-op after work and knock out of whack if she wanted to play something else instead of doing everything he wanted to do. He could be trying to protect Kat from his either trolls in chat who would report his bad behavior. And she would also take away all the attention from him.
Yeah.
And he could just be trying to protect her from Derek or OIC. I would love if you guys could expand the list for DSP's reasons for not jumping head first into co-op with his wife. Peace.
Well, the PC thing's absolute bullshit, as we've covered. You know, he's got that mini PC, which would definitely do some kind of stream, especially if it was just capturing a console. I don't know about the laptop. I don't know how powerful that is. It's just kind of like very basic, isn't it? But even then, The trouble is with Phil is he doesn't, along with everything else, he doesn't have that like I've said it a million times. He doesn't have that kind of that desire to just to push things, you know, to see what he can do with his streams and all this kind of stuff. It's just, you know, he's got the most basic setup you can imagine, and that's all he needs. You know, whether it's the pausing and the unpausing of his gameplay to upload clips without having to do any kind of editing for his uploads, the shorts that he just quickly film on his phone, all this kind of stuff. You know, it's all just like, what's the simplest route of least resistance way I can do this, as long as people can still give me money, basically. Yep. So yeah, he's trying to have another streamer on with him. It's just, I can't see it, unless they can be sat and within the same room doing local co-op. I don't think it's going to happen.
You got a widescreen camera then, bro. I don't know if you do that. It's going to fuck it all up, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's going to fuck it all up, dude.
Yeah. It needs to be widescreen, otherwise it's just not going to work, man. But if it's widescreen, it's going to fuck up his whole setup. Anyway, I forgot what the rest of the question was, but there's more reasons why he can't do it.
There are so many reasons he won't do it. I think the biggest of which, we can't have Kat answering any questions really like off the cuff, you know. It has to be through the filter. It has to be, because she might not know the rules of what he doesn't want her talking about as well as her. And she might not remember all the lies he said over the last whenever, you know. She might be on the last, you know, she might be 6 lies back, but he's already retconned that 3 times since then. And she might say that one, and that's the problem. So you can't have her speaking freely. You can never have that. So that's why it'll never happen. I really sincerely doubt. If they do couch co-op, it'll be the same thing we got for Halloween. Phil plays a game, and Kat's there. Kat's existing. As she laser focused on chat to see something said negatively about her, because Phil will, of course, allow her to see all the chat.
Of course, yeah. Has to. It has to be right in front of her face. I thought I'd caught him in a retcon within the same stream last night, but I think I nearly put out a thing on Twitter and, you know, edited the 2 clips side by side, but it kind of wasn't. But I guess it's sort of worth talking about. Go
ahead.
He says how YouTube had fucked him over before in the past, and he you know, he went through the process and eventually he got his money. I don't know what he's referring to there, but you know, he
one of those times. There's an endless amount of times.
Exactly. And then later on in the stream, I thought he said, "I've never had a problem with YouTube," which would have been great. But I think specifically he was talking about, I've never had a problem with memberships and not getting paid for them and all that. So I was like, nah, it's not quite enough. But I wouldn't put it past him to say something like that and then retcon it within 5 minutes.
He loves YouTube. He hates YouTube. He said that every combination I think of. I hate Twitch. I love Twitch, and I hate YouTube. I love YouTube. He said all those. All those have been said.
That was a good one though. Was
the chat. Remember?
Yes.
Like on Twitch. Remember he used to say YouTube. Yeah, the YouTube chat's a nightmare. We can't control it. Now during with Kat, he said Twitch chat is a nightmare. We can't control it. Look how cool it is now, guys.
Endlessly. When he went back to YouTube, whenever it was. When was that now? Was that around March 21-ish? Or around
something like
kind
that?
of time?
I can't remember. But yeah.
It was around the time I started watching him.
Everything has sucked and also ruled at some point. That's all we need. Yeah, at some point.
Yeah. It's just funny to hear it like at the time he's still with that company, because usually you hear these rants, you know, once Twitch has fucked him over and then YouTube's fucked him over and all that, you know. It's just funny to hear it kind of midway.
That was in his propaganda section to tell Kat how awesome it is now. See, if we were on Twitch, Kat, it'd be much crazier. Look at this YouTube. It's great, right? You think it's great, right? It's awesome, right? Okay, let's see. We got another question here. $20 tip. Whoa! Holy shit! $20? Whoa! He wants to know your favorite ice cream. You don't have to answer that, honey. You don't have to answer that.
Yeah, there are, so, you know, to be fair, there have been improvements with YouTube's chat monitoring and the moderation I just saw one the other day because I hadn't been on it for a while. It said about how you can time people out for certain amounts of time now when you're a moderator. I was like, okay, so they are working on it, but I don't feel like they've done anything that huge to kind of change his opinion. Well, I don't know.
All right, let's go Wesker in the house. Wesker.
Okie doke. Here he is.
Big up. That being said, Sam, it's great to see you back. Steve, I hope you're getting better. ALT Meerkat, glad to see you guys as usual. I'm not going to leave you with a snort on this one.
Thank you.
Just wanted to say that Phil has corrupted Kat, like 100%, and she looked so uncomfortable in that stream, and it made me like really, really uncomfortable. Just to see people address like her with their questions, and Phil is just like trying to run interference the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like a psychologist or anything. Personally, I don't think I'm that intelligent, but
me neither.
It really looked like he just didn't want her to just like say something that he thought would be like out of pocket. And there were times where she was definitely trying to get a word in, and she couldn't because Phil kept talking over her. She looks very uncomfortable to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, you guys are legends. Keep it up, man.
Big ups, Wesker.
Big ups.
I think we agree with what you said there.
Yeah, fully agree. She did. She looked visibly. Well, how else do you say it? She was just very uncomfortable looking, to the point where she was kind of, her eyes were darting around kind of more than his sometimes. I thought, when she wasn't staring at the chat.
It's a tough job because she has to. Phil has built this up to be this big fucking thing. She knows. Let's imagine she's wishing the best for him. Let's say that she is. She's like, all right, this is a big fucking deal. I don't want to fuck anything up. That's why she looks right at him for every fucking question,
Yeah.
What's your favorite ice cream? Look at him. How should I answer this one? Can I answer this one?
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. On top of everything else, like, that's what happened 5 years ago, and the constant barrage of people taking the piss out of her all the time, for the last 5 years. But then to, also to have to come into it with that kind of pressure on you to be interesting, and also, that you've got this guy there that's kind of watching your every word. It's just like,
that's tough, man.
Yeah.
And the makeup, some people are starting to count the makeup question. Yeah. Fuck you. It's not a makeup stream. I thought it's a Q&A stream though. Damn.
Yeah.
Is that not a Q?
Like, arguably, surely that would be a good one to kind of, make her feel a little bit more comfortable if someone's genuinely interested, just to get her kind of go. Yeah.
The problem. Why we can't talk about makeup is because of a certain Eastern European member of That Being Said song. That's the only reason, because he knows that's a fucking meme. I guarantee it. He knows makeup's a meme, raccoon eyes, and that's why he can't talk about it. Even though she probably has no clue about raccoon eyes. I mean, maybe you never, but Phil can't risk being the butt of a joke or her being the butt of a joke.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. And here again,
that's why
like
the only reason. That's a normal question. What kind of makeup are you using?
Also, like Crackerjack says here, he doesn't know about makeup, so he can't jump in and he can't comment on it and make it more interesting.
True too.
As he says.
Yeah, LARPers, your my idea for you this week, if you're in there, is to ask questions about that Phil can't have any input on. So makeup's a great one. Phil, like, ask about let's see, what kind of, you got to skirt that line. So you can ask about her work, but you can't make it general, because then Phil can chime in like he did with the fucking retail questions, Oh yeah, I work retail too, honey. I can answer this one. Yeah, it sucks, right? It has to be pretty specific. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's kind of tough though. It's kind of a tough line.
Yeah, I don't know what you could possibly ask. You could say like, I don't know. You can't ask about food because he'll jump in.
Oil changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't know anything about oil changing. That's good. Ask her about oil changes. Specific recipes. That's something. Like, would you do anything different with those recipes? Maybe that's one. Then we could also learn if she actually made it or Phil made it. Remember, he took long enough time that he could have made it
Yeah.
his fucking self.
Yeah,
There's got to be
exactly.
something there that skirt that line, because that's a kind of a line of questioning we want to get into. He can't have any input. Let's see if he lets her talk for herself.
I don't know if there is anything. I honestly, I cannot think, because there's, you know, there's, I don't know. We don't know. What have we covered? We've covered music, video games.
Yeah, there's nothing left.
They tried retail, but you know, he took the lead on it, and she gave a couple of half answers about how she doesn't like it. You know, and
It's tough.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
a
know.
tough job. It's a tough job. I'm not gonna lie. It's a tough fucking job. Power tools, lawnmower, lifting weights, all these things Phil knows nothing about.
What her
Yeah,
favorite thing about Phil is? Yeah, that's a good
Oh
one.
yeah, see that's a good one. You want to answer that, honey? You don't have to answer that if you don't want to, honey. Stupid dumbass smile on. You don't have to answer that, honey. What do you like about me, honey? I'm sure it's my massively good looks, right, honey? That's what you do.
Yeah, ask about the vacuum cleaner. See what she says.
Ask about ask about her side of the tire tale was kind of a good. The tire story. That'd be kind of good. I don't think she wants to talk about that anymore, guys. That was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We talk about more positive things. You know.
Well, have a think, LARPers.
Anyways, yeah. We're just killing time here. Go ahead. Get ducks in the house. Come on, ducks.
Here's ducks.
Just watched Phil's latest stream, and I couldn't help notice this disgusting, horrible thing as I noticed the reemergence of Cat Burnell after 5 years, but with their cropped black hair and their wee fat faces. I can't help but notice that they look less husband and wife and more brother and sister. They're like a Stranger Adams family, you know, less Wednesday and Pugsley, but more Pugsley and Pugsley. Big fan of the show. Love it. Cat's gone from horse to hippo.
Thanks, ducks. Took me a while to replace that accent, but it's that was a Northern Irish accent, I believe that was. Yeah.
Ducks, he doesn't know if he's right or wrong. Bob Starsky in the house says, will Sir Clum interview Cat by herself like he did with Boogie's child bride? Yes. Clum did interview Boogie's wife alone. I do not think that will happen in this interview. I would love it. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we'll probably get Linda alone. I don't think Phil would let that happen. Mike Clum should absolutely fight for that. It's a very normal thing. It's a normal thing. Get your gin. It's a normal thing. Anyway, it's a normal thing to interview people alone. So Mike Clum, you should push for that. I mean, it's just normal. If you're going to interview people, you don't interview them both together for every fucking thing. It's just normal. Don't let this pignosis get you on that one.
No, you do all three for sure. You do the two of them together and then the two of them apart. Yeah, definitely. I think he would naturally want to do that for sure, but that's going to be interesting to see if that happens.
Can you imagine?
We may be surprised. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know what to expect. Just the fact that he's managed to get access to this, to all of this stuff, though, we may well be very surprised. I don't know.
To get this far, he's done something right. He's checked all the boxes. I know he also checks a lot of boxes just because he's a big dude that Phil knows he can get 3 million views. I know that's a big part of it. That's probably the biggest part of it. But Mike Clum at least knows how to handle himself this far to get into the snort fort. Right? He was allowed entrance. That's a massive risk for DSP.
It's usually reserved for Amazon drivers only.
Yes.
That's it.
People that can't speak English, basically, as Phil would say. You know, they can't converse.
Of course.
So this is big news. But yeah, we'll see. We got a long time to fucking go. We're going to be talking about it every fucking week, I'm sure, until it gets dumb. But we're not there yet.
No. How long do we think until this thing's out? Is there a consensus?
The interviews are going to happen in March, I believe. Oh, I have it in my notes here. Hold on. Let me tell you. I'll get this real facts. No nuggets of truth here. The interview is April-ish. Oh, for the interviews, it's an April-ish time frame to get the interviews done in April. So we say you do the interviews there. I mean, that probably puts us what? May.
He's not a
June.
one-man show, is he? He's got editors.
He's a few people helping, yeah, but he mostly does it himself.
Yeah,
There's one other guy. I think he's going to be two people, a 2-person crew when he does these interviews.
Probably autumn time then, I would imagine, around
So we
there.
got a long fucking time.
Yeah.
And don't worry, we'll set up some kind of hype event around it. Live viewing or something. That'd be pretty cool. We'll do it upright.
Yeah, I had been thinking about that. Like, what could we do that's kind of interesting with that? That maybe goes beyond just restreaming it in the Discord. But we'll see. Who knows?
Yeah, because I think like if we had hindsight, now we're gonna make a big deal of it. It's gonna suck. Like if we had side scrollers like live reaction for us, that would have been so fucking hype. But obviously we couldn't know.
Oh yeah.
But we'll talk about it. View party will be hyped somewhere. We'll rent out the house next to Phil's. Get the projector. We're on the front.
God.
The front lawn, all of us,
Yeah, maybe if we all just watched it for the first time together or something, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, we'll figure it out right. We'll do it right. And Mike Plum will hopefully be on our show after that comes out too. By the way, definitely real possibility. So we'll let you know, obviously. But Mike Plum being on the show after that would be very hype. Phil will already hate him by then, I'm sure. So don't worry.
Even better. Even better.
Oh, we already have the title for that, post-Clum Clarity, for sure. That's definitely the title.
Thank you, whoever that was.
Yes. All right, let's go. A few more messages and we'll clock it out, boys.
Cool. Right, here is Philip22.
This is like not just a remix, but a final mix version. Shout out Kingdom Hearts 2.
He does love
It's kind of crazy that he put his wife out there again. And now it was like low-hanging fruit because of all this shit. He said he was like dissing Wings and Kelly. McDonald's is a snack. A light snack is 2 sandwiches.
Yeah, he did say that, man.
And then you got this, like, don't be surprised, bruh. Like this might be worse than having Panda in a particular situation type deal that people can see on your PC. If you know, you know. Theo Theory, I think he asked the second Latina, the chubby one. I think he asked her out and she said no. Because like after this and it's something. And she still doesn't have a personality. Like she basically said the same shit she said 5 years ago back on the first review.
Mm-hmm.
So all she's been doing is drinking the Pignosis because she's had less of a personality and she's telling people what bothers her, just like Phil. Yeah, I'm sorry, ALT.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's just damn.
Well, think about this: with the husband she has, they're not interacting with anyone else, right? And imagine your only social interaction is DSP. I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
if you're not interested to
normal.
begin with, and then you've spent however long with him. Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? I mean, come on. No one's that strong. And if you're already, not of the best mental state, I mean, come on. How else what else could happen? Right?
Exactly.
What else could be the result? All right, let's go to my favorite. Our favorite sponsor of the show, Curls and Twirls, has a message, I think, for us. But this is Girls and Twirls. Spelled
Twirls.
liberties with the spelling here.
Yeah. This is going to be good. Don't let us down. Come on.
Hey, guys. I'm sure that you are completely inundated with calls about what happened last night, so I'm not going to take up a lot of time talking about how Cat is a dead ringer for the Bob's Big Boy mascot. Bob's Big Boy was a restaurant chain on the west coast of the United States. You guys should look it up.
Thanks,
or
Derek.
the fact that when they go to get their hair done, Phil apparently climbs up into the chair next to her and tells his stylist, "I'll have what she's having." The only thing I wanted to talk about was the victimization that occurred last night. And that's what that was. That was a victimization. Phil plunked her down next to the chat and subjected her to that for 2 hours. And I'm sure that he thinks that he was being some sort of like galaxy brain strategist here. Like he's going to do this to somehow like deaden the impact of her horrendous physical appearance when that documentary finally comes out. But my God, I mean, like I could not believe that that took place. And the only thing I would like to say about it is that aside from the fact that Phil is a disgusting, repellent, irredeemable victimizer and abuser, is that is the only story that is worth telling in this documentary. I mean, whatever Mike Klum's intentions are, you cannot watch that and try and rehabilitate this guy's image. He is unrepentant. You cannot save him. He needs to be put away somewhere where he can't continue to do this. Love the show. Bye.
Like that's not going to happen, but exactly. Show that on a documentary, and how can you make that good?
Yeah, I think now that's the trouble. Like it's he thinks he's done something good with this, with getting Cat on to kind of lessen the blow, but now it's like that, like exactly, he nailed it on the head. Like now, that's all we want to know about is like, and we want to know more about her and her opinion on the whole thing.
I want to get Mike Klum's take now after this came out because I don't, he didn't know what was going to happen. When I'm sure he didn't. I mean, he didn't seem to know much when he's interviewing by Gundam. He really doesn't know much. So he might be thinking Phil's too normal than he is, right? Oh, just get your wife out there, and then she'll be kind of a character for the documentary. It'll make it more interesting for people. Let's just get her out there. And let's say she goes out there, and then Mike Klum's watching this like, these are not normal human beings. What the fuck?
I kind of meant to say
what is this? Yeah.
I kind of meant to say the other day actually about the Gundam stream that occurred, because it was great that we got it, like, because just that on its own would have been like, we could have probably done a whole 2 hours just talking about that on any normal day. So it was great to have that kind of like bumper news day kind of feeling. But I kind of, after watching the Cat thing, it was like, I kind of wish that had happened afterwards to kind of, to get his opinion on DSP's stream, rather than the other way around.
Yeah.
But oh well. Yeah.
Mark Murphy says he can spin it. That Cat has medical issues. The trolls scared her away, and the trolls have hindered his income, which hindered her medical treatment. If he still does that, if he does that, that's still all on him, because he let her see all these trolls on the chat. He's the reason she had a bad time those first 2 times. Don't forget that. If you are so scared of what your chat can do, if you have that situation where chat is going to say the most insanely fucked up shit to your wife, you might make it an idea to not let her see that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So ask him, why couldn't you do that? Why didn't you do that, Philip? Right?
It's so pathetic that like the reason he gives for the way they're sat where they are, like he puts, like, again, we know this, but he puts no effort into that setup whatsoever, to the point where he just plonked her down and she just happened to be sat in front of the chat, like there's literally no effort put into it whatsoever.
No.
Like, but yeah, if he had any kind of concern about it, he could just not let her see it at all. But he literally just goes, right, it's time to stream, and just goes, right, you sit there, I'm going to go and get the shower stool. Which, is it a shower stool? Have we established that now?
It was confirmed shower stool, yes. It felt like he was surfing, remember?
Because he went out of his way to show everyone what it was. I feel like he heard that was another thing, a bit of feedback. They're talking about the stool. So,
and he asked him, he brought that up too. Yeah, they're talking about the stool. Let me bring this up. Let me own this meme.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah. You just got it from the garage, apparently.
Oh, outdoor table. That was an outdoor table chair, like a plant stand. Extra galactic.
I'm shocked it held up for that long. Oh, well, okay, never mind.
There we go. What can you say? All right, let's do a few more. Let's get out of here. A few more.
An outdoor PVC home base style table.
Let's go to a fist ass, please.
Yes, fist ass. Here he is.
With that being said, it's Physigus or fist ass. I hope everyone is well. And one ass I will not be fisting is cats.
Let me guess.
Oh, why not?
I just saw the reveal, and I refuse to work with that, regardless of how and why that would happen. But professionals have standards, and dude. But actually, looking at that reveal and seeing how she looks like right now, I'm not sure about you guys, but that is exactly how I picture Mommy Burnell looking like. For some reason, the hair, the way that her face is, like the way she bloated up. Not trying to fat shame, but I don't know. For some reason, that's exactly how I picture Mama Burnell. Yeah, that's it. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm in shock, more or less, like everyone else is, and I hope you're all doing well. Take it easy.
Well, that's the dream, right? You have a wife, mom, wife. He finally gets what he wants.
Yeah, definitely.
What's wrong with that? He gets exactly what he wants, dude.
Yeah.
She takes care of this. She does the laundry. Don't have to fuck. Who needs that? And
Yeah,
I can
definitely
say he's
not
married
him.
and a happy family man. Cool.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It seems like he's not the first to have that thought as well. You know, the mom connection.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's go. Next one. Oh shit, we should get a few more. Let's do 2 more, then we'll get out of here.
Let's do it. All right. Ferengi Phil.
Ferengi Phil here. I have a question for everyone. Do you think the appearance of the mom wife / future OIC victim is to just get ahead of the Clum documentary?
Yes.
Or is it born out of desperation after 2023 being such a bust of a year for Phil? Cheers. Keep it a good work.
It's definitely to get ahead of the documentary. This is all part of the redemption run.
Yeah.
Of whether it's just for the documentary or not, but it's definitely to this redemption run 2024, making a comeback, repairing my image. Kat always had to be a part of that, right? So whether it came out in the documentary or it came out now, she was going to be in there. So Mike Clum probably said it's better to get her out first on this, because if it wasn't out before the documentary, that's all we'd be talking about in the documentary was Kat, and they knew that wasn't a good idea. So then we got this.
Yeah, definitely. As to whether or not it was Mike that prompted him to do it and said, you know, you should probably do this. We're not sure, obviously, but who knows? But yeah, it's. I think it's definitely a sort of premeditated thing to kind of soften the blow, as we've said.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Phil, by the way, has been spending. Obviously, he's had a good days. He did get some money from the cat reveal, right? So we got to spend it. You know what I'm saying, guys? I think he's up to, let's see. Let me go to my favorite Twitter follow. You should be following as well. $587 for the last event. So big ups. And this is for the, you also, what do you get for this one? I did see it. It's a sheer force showdown, dudes. So you get Brutus. Oh, yeah. So you get the barber. Yeah, hell yeah. Brutus Beefcake. Hell yeah. Awesome, dude.
I'm excited. I don't know about you lot.
I know what I'm doing right for this stream. I mean, if you need any help, the sheer, oh, I get it. The sheer force showdown, but it's sheer as in sheer.
Oh, wow, that's clever.
Yes, he's a barber. So,
yes.
I mean, that's pretty creative, dude. So I would pay $580 for that. I mean, I love Brutus the Beefcake. I mean, how can you not with a name like that? I mean, I know you love beefcakes too, so you must be excited, Sam.
I love them, yes. Let's wrap it up, man. I've got to get going on that topic.
Don't you want to talk about more beefcakes? All right, we're done. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Been a lot of fun. Thanks for the meaningful contributions and chat style show. We will have another chat style show on Thursday, and then we'll get back to a normal guest style show on Sunday. By the way, we are going to announce Ka-Ching of the Ring. It's going to happen. It's probably going to be in the month of February. So we'll let you know. If you're in the style of person that wants to create a song for the Ka-Ching of the Ring, has to be 90 seconds, and anything is fine after that. So you go nuts. Was it 90 seconds, right, Sam, I believe? Or
It was a minute and a half, yeah. So
we'll do the same thing as last year, 90-second limit, go nuts. The contest will be sometime in February, but yeah, we'll give you the official announcement when Meerkat's back. He was not feeling well today, so he's been sick the last 2 days, he said. So anyways, WPIG announcement. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, me and Atlas are going to watch more Ask the King, so get hyped for that. Samuel, please send us home.
Okay. To answer Hate Army's question, it was less than 90 seconds, so anything up to that time. Yeah. See you later, everyone. See you on whatever day it is, Thursday, presumably. Yep. Bye.
A burger flipper job.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats, cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon.
Who wants a fucking burger?
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time. The infamous Burger King chicken sandwich fiasco. Burger King